Tell me what happened in Rome." "It began with the city itself," he said slowly. "It is so old, so holy. The sounds of the sung mass fills the air. The light is golden, and sanctity permeates the very air that one breathes. Rome is so beautiful it hurts your heart, Philippa. I do not know how I knew, but suddenly I did know that I was meant to remain there, to serve God with every fibre of my being. So I ceased my frivolity and began a more serious concentration of the vocation to which I had been called. God does choose those whom he wants to serve him, my dear. I only returned home to tell you this myself, and to receive my parents' blessing. They were as surprised by my decision as are you, but they do understand. In fact, seeing my devotion to Holy Mother Church, they are overjoyed." "Well, I do not understand," Philippa snapped, her anger fully surfaced. "You would choose a life of celibacy, toiling in some miserable church or dusty archives, rather than marry me? An heiress with her own estates? You are a second son, Giles. A match between us served both our families well. You would have had Friarsgate, and I should have taken a step up the social ladder in return. I have loved you since I was 10, and now you tell me that you do not love me?" Tears were beginning to slip down her face. "It is not that I do not love you, Philippa. You are the most enchanting child, and you have grown into a beautiful young girl. But I do not love you as a husband should love a wife, and I love God more," he answered her with cruel honesty. "We met but briefly when you first came to court. Then you returned to your Friarsgate, and when you came back to court to serve the Queen, I had already gone abroad. You do not really love me. You love the dream you created, and you will get over it, I promise you," he told her, his voice a bit more tender now. "I shall love you until I die," Philippa declared. "I cannot believe that you do not want me, that you would choose the life you claim to want over a wife in your own lands. It cannot be." "Philippa, I do not want your lands. It is too noisy a place for me. Before I came to court, I grew up in the Marcher country to the south. I do not think I could have survived in your harsh clime, so far from my family. The north is not known for its hospitable climate, my dear." "Will you not be miserable in Rome?" she countered. "It is much farther away from your family than Cumbria is. You may never see your family again unless you come back to England." She wiped away the tears that were staining her pretty face. He smiled gently. "I shall be ordained in Rome when I return. I have been promised a post in the Vatican, serving the Holy Father himself. It seems I have a small talent for finance that will be of service to the Church. But wherever I am sent, I shall be at home, and I shall be content to be in the service of my God." He took her hand up in his and kissed it. "Will you not wish me well, Philippa?" The blue eyes surveyed her quietly. There was no feeling in them for her at all, except perhaps pity. She snatched her hand from his, and then she slapped him with it as hard as she could. "No, Giles, I will not wish you well. You have ruined my life. I hate you. I will never forgive you for this wretched perfidy." "Philippa, please, I beg of you, try to understand," he said to her, rubbing his cheek where her hand had made such ferocious contact with the smooth, sensitive flesh. "No, do you not understand what you have done to me, Giles? I came to court to serve the Queen with the understanding, formal or not, that we would one day be wed. Now you say we will not. How could you do this to me? I am 15 and ready to marry. Yet what kind of a match can I make now, cast off by a man who prefers God to a flesh-and-blood wife? I shall be the laughing-stock of the court, the witty jest of many a drollery, until some other fool is exposed to the court's humour, and heaven only knows when that will be. If you had spoken to me a few days ago, I could have been titled the April's Fool. You say when you came to Rome you knew that the religious life was what you wanted. Why did you not then write to your father? Or if not at first...